And out of nowhere, we just got some more details about Pokemon Sword and Shield, so let's actually cover all of this. What's up, Beast People? Titos here, and welcome to a brand new video about all the news of Pokemon Sword and Shield. We just got brand new details about the games. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but honestly, this is enough. I don't want them to really actually, like, spoil more stuff about the game entirely. Like, this actually is a good thing to actually announce and show us, because it actually does provide info that will not ruin the experience, but actually gets you hyped about the game. And this is a pretty good trailer. We got some more details, and I'm gonna go through all the little details that I could find after searching all the information here on the official website. So we're gonna go through all of that and talk about everything. So if you do like these news videos, you already know what to do. Fire punch the like button down below, and subscribe if you want to keep up with more news for Sword and Shield and the Let's Play whenever it comes out. So let's get started with covering all of these news, because there's quite a few bits that, and they're pretty interesting. So first things first, we have another way of connecting in these games. Like, we know we have the Y button to access what looks like a new PSS type of menu, which is pretty cool. Really appreciate it for, like, connecting with friends and all that. But there's apparently the Battle Stadium, which should be a building or some place that you can access in the game to be able to go and do online battles, either friendly or ranked, which is pretty cool. That's awesome that they actually do that. Like, it's like an online mode, kind of like how other games have it. Pokemon is now officially bringing that, like, finally. So that's pretty cool. So you have the Battle Stadium, where you can do ranked battles, like it's saying here. You can take on Pokemon trainers from across the globe with a battle team you trained up, in an attempt to become the most powerful trainer in the world. So your rank will change depending on the results of your battle. You'll face trainers of a similar rank, so your battles are sure to be challenging. So that is pretty good that you do get a rank, and you're gonna be battling people with the similar rank, so it's actually gonna work like other games do in 2019, which Pokemon should have done this for a while now, and it's finally doing it. That there's tiers and you can rank up, like we can see here on these screenshots. You gain points, you can raise your rank, and then you can earn apparently you can earn prizes as well, or something like that, and you can use Dynomax. That's actually a thing. Yeah, we can actually see here Dynomax is confirmed for online. Dynomax Pokemon play a dynamic role in ranked battles too. Look, that is, man, that, I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. I really don't like it. Like, I'm not a fan of Dynomax online, but, I mean, whatever. I guess it is a thing, so it will be a thing. But you can receive items by meeting certain criteria, such as battling multiple times in a row. So it's like you have these daily missions or whatever that you will be able to complete, and you're going to be able to get prizes for it, which is what I was saying, which is pretty cool. And down here we can see all the tiers. We have basically beginner tier, Pokeball tier, Great Ball tier, Ultra Ball, and Master Ball, which, I mean, that's okay. That's a simple way of organizing ranks, and that's okay. That's pretty good. I'm guessing that going higher, it needs to be hard. You need to reach a lot of points, I'm guessing, so. But it says here, each rank in ranked battles belongs to a specific tier. The top tier is where trainers will take part in intense ranked battles. You can check your own ranking in the battle stadium when you're competing in the highest ranks. And check out the smartphone version. This is very important, right? Smartphone version of Pokemon Home, if you want to see how all participants of a competition placed or the rankings of the Pokemon used. In ranked battles, your rank will go down a certain amount at the end of each season before being carried over to a new season. So there will be seasons for this. It's kind of like a, let's say, League of Legends or Overwatch type of ranked, which is cool. There's seasons. That's pretty cool. It gives you like a reason to come back and try to get your rank up again, you know, which is pretty cool. I wish they would do this. Now, this would be amazing if it wasn't just single battles. It would be awesome to have multi-battles, like multi-battle ranking. Like, you could go with a friend and you do double battles against 2 other people, and you could, like, team up and play ranked online. That would be amazing if you ask me. That would be awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like that would be amazing. Then you have the casual battles, where you can enjoy Pokemon battles without worrying about who wins and who loses. Another noteworthy aspect of casual battles is that you can use certain legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon that are not eligible for ranked battles. Now, this is another important detail. Legendaries and mythical Pokemons apparently are not eligible for ranked battles. Now, how is this gonna affect the game? It really depends on, like, which Pokemons. If they mean actual, like, by mythicals they mean the Pixies, and by legendary they mean the cover legendaries only, then we still have access to the other mons that are, like, they're considered legendaries, but they're not as strong. Like, they're not as broken, like, let's say Zapdos or the Therian forms, Thunderous, Landorus, and all that stuff. Like, if you can still use those, that's actually pretty good. Not legendaries or mythicals. Mythicals kind of sucks because mythicals, I mean, there's a few of them that are pretty usable and they're not that broken. So it would be awesome. But if you can't use them, that's fine. That's a rule for everyone. So casual battles will actually be good if you want to have a casual battle with a friend and want to use some of those Pokemons. And ranked will be better this way because there's none of that. So ranked can actually be pretty decent if you really think about it, because it's level-headed. There's no legends, there's no mythicals. That's pretty cool. Like, I can take it as well. I can take it. The only issue I'm having with everything up until now is Dynomax. That's it. Everything else, it's pretty good. I'll take it. It's awesome. Now, about battle rules, there are two formats for battles in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Players can take part in single battles and double battles. Now, this is another thing that I'm kind of worried, because, for example, what about FFAs? We do multi-battles and do FFAs, like, especially here on YouTube, and I've done it as well a lot of times with you guys, and what if that is not in the game? That actually kind of sucks. Like, I do hope that multi-battle is still a thing through the PSS type of feature that we're gonna have in the game, because they're only talking about the battle stadium. Now, the battle stadium could be that it's focused towards this online competitive aspect of the game, so it maybe doesn't have the multi option, but maybe on the PSS we can actually do that. So hopefully that's actually a thing, and we do have the FFAs back, and we can do all that fun stuff. But for now, what is the Battle Stadium? It is looking pretty good. Now, we have online competitions as well. Apparently, there will be competitions online. Two categories: online competition you could participate in for some fun battling, or official competitions or friendly competitions. That's what I want to... like the two ones that I wanted to mention, which are right here. So you can go into the official competitions, which you can take part in special battles with a variety of different rules and restrictions in order to see where you place among the participants. Certain competitions may even grant you the chance to participate in Pokemon Sword and Shield World Championships if you do well in them. So this is like official competitions from the actual Pokemon company that you're going to be able to partake and do like the best you can, and maybe get to the World's Championships, which is pretty cool for VGC players and all that. And then there's the friendly competitions, which is something that's pretty cool as well, that you can actually make your own competition. Like, for example, I'd be able to set a competition and I would be able to do it with you guys. For example, here on the channel, we could do tournaments, and maybe I could give a reward like a shiny Pokemon for whoever wins it or something like that. It would be pretty cool actually, and we could stream those battles if there's a way to do it. Like, it's awesome. I actually see a lot of potential in this, and it feels like it's gonna be fun if it's well done. So I'm liking the idea of this for the moment. It's looking pretty good. So yeah, you can host competitions. You're also able to host you're also able to join competitions as well. So that's pretty much how it works, the friendly competitions. And then we have the rental teams coming back. You can actually rent teams to battle with all sorts of different Pokemon. So rental teams lets you borrow battle teams easily by inputting IDs available online. You can use these rented battle teams in various different battles. You'll also be able to make your own battle teams public to Pokemon trainers all over the world. So you can share your teams, and people, if they have that ID, they can go ahead and just rent that team to be able to use it online as well, which is pretty cool. Like, I could go ahead and tell you guys, hey, make teams you guys want me to use in ranked episodes, and you guys would put up teams, send me IDs, and then I would try and use those teams online. That's another thing that could be a lot of fun, and I see potential on it as well, so pretty cool. I do like it. I'll take it, and that's just awesome. Like, I can't wait for that, honestly. So this is looking promising so far. Then we have what is more details about Dynamaxing and max moves, and max moves that only Dynamax Pokemon can use. They have impressive additional effects. Now, I don't know how I feel about this, because this feature just seems even more crazy, because like you have water type max move, max G's will trigger rain. Fighting type will increase the attack of all allied Pokemon as well as the user. That is insane for double battles, actually. If an opponent uses a move like Protect, a max move will still blast through it and deal some damage. So that is crazy. You can protect the freaking max moves. All status moves used by a Dynomax Pokemon become max guard, which can even protect against other max moves. So that's the only way you can defend yourself from a max move is if you have max guard. That's it. It's like a boosted protect. So that's pretty much the little deals we got. And apparently you can Dynamax and have an held item. This is pretty much saying Megas with items, almost, type of thing, right? Because the stat boost maybe is not as crazy as the Megas were, but it's pretty crazy. It's like you have boosted moves with an item and a transformation. It's pretty wild. I don't know how I feel about that, legit. It depends on how it's gonna work in the game whenever the game comes out, and we see how online goes with all of that, but that seems a bit too much for my liking. But we're gonna have to see. Yet again, I'll say, this game seems fun, but for me personally, I will not use Dynamax in my battles. That's all I'm saying. Now, I could do it for fun in some battles, but I'm not gonna support the Dynamax feature. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't like the whole giant thing. And then there's new abilities that will be appearing in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, this is pretty cool because for example, we have the new ability of Galarian Wheezing, which is neutralizing gas, which neutralizes the ongoing effects of other Pokemon's abilities and even prevents abilities from being triggered. So, pretty much, if Wheezing is in the field, the Galarian one, there's no abilities. Abilities are gone because of his ability, which is real cool, legit. I really like that ability for him. That's gonna make him really useful, especially for VGC, if you really think about it, or for doubles, we should say. It is looking real good, and I do have to say that at least the graphics, at least on these screenshots, they're looking a little bit more polished, or at least it looks like it. They're looking pretty nice. Look at this Rotom, it really looks 3D there, like, so that's pretty cool. They're polishing it with time, so yeah, that's a little bit of an improvement, at least for the battles. And two new items, Room Service and Eject Pack. So apparently a Room Service will lower the holder's speed when the move Trick Room is successfully used. So that's a very specific item for like Trick Room users, honestly, or to counter Trick Room. So I mean, it is good. I'm happy that it's in the game, it's more possibilities, but it's very specific. So I guess Trick Room users will have some fun with that, and it's at least gonna give some sort of a counter option to it. And then you have another item that I personally feel like it has more potential, which is Eject Pack, which, when a Pokemon holding it has any of its stats lowered, it will immediately switch out so you can send in another Pokemon from your team. So this is pretty good for stuff like having the very first, like, I don't know, let's say a close combat, Draco Meteor, or I don't know, anything that could lower your stats, or any of those strong moves that actually hinders your stats, like Hammer Arm as well. That's pretty good because it gives you a chance of, like, maybe you start the battle, right? You have yours, the first Pokemon, you have it with Eject Pack, right? And you find yourself in a situation where you did not really start well, but you can still hit that Pokemon with one of your strong moves that lowers your stats. Well, you can still land that move, do tons of damage, and in the same turn you get the chance of switching out to maybe tank whatever he's gonna do. And whenever you send back that Pokemon, you have his stats all fine because it did not matter if he used close combat or whatever, because it got switched out. So I mean, there is some potential to that. There is maybe some fun uses that we're gonna find with that item. I'm actually pretty excited to maybe try out that item, because I do like all of those strong moves, even though they hinder stats, which sucks, but it can definitely be pretty useful if that Pokemon doesn't really use any sort of like boosting attack item. This one could be pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much for the moves and the items. That's the update we got there. And then there's the little update where they said that, of course, on max rate battles you can catch Pokemon with hidden abilities. Like, for example, we have here Corviknight. His normal ability is Pressure, and his hidden ability is actually Mirror Armor, which it bounces back only the stat lowering effects that the Pokemon receives. So that's pretty crazy. That's a really good ability. Like, this Corviknight is straight up becoming real good, because it's looking real good. It looks pretty strong, and this ability is amazing for competitive. Like, Mirror Armor, like, you can switch him in whenever you think your opponent is gonna do something that will lower your stats, and you will literally mirror back those effects, which is crazy. It's pretty cool. So I'm loving Corviknight's hidden ability. Pretty crazy. And you can get those on raid battles, so that's a thing. And one little detail that I did notice, besides all of this, because sometimes you do need to look a little bit better to see these details, but this screenshot here, that it's from the bag, right? We got this screenshot. Gonna make it bigger so you guys can see. It's looking pretty clean, actually. I like these menus. They look pretty clean. They're, like, simple, but they look clean. I like it. And as you guys can see, we can see up here, it shows your money, and it shows all the pockets you're gonna have in the bag. And there's a new one, this one right here, with, as you guys can see, it looks like it's only like these battling competitive items: Life Orb, Charcoal, Mystic Water, Miracle Seed, Leftovers. All of these items are in this new pocket that's called Other Items. Now, we don't know if this is like a pocket where you can just send their items to like sort them aside from the rest. But we do see that the other pockets, though, we have potions over here. That's the healing pocket. We have the Pokeballs pocket. We have probably the battle items pocket, which is like dire hits and like the ones that increase your stats or critical rates or accuracies or whatever. Then you have the berries. Then we have TMs over here. And this one, I have no clue what this could be. Legitimately no clue. Like, this is a brand new icon as well that it could be for anything. Like, it could even be for candies, for all we know. But I don't know, it's a brand new item right here. This one looks like for cooking, because it looks like a spoon, like moving something. So it does look, there's gonna be something about cooking in this game, which is pretty cool. I do like that. And then there's the key items pocket, which was probably for the bike and all that stuff, as you all know. So we can actually see a little hint towards like what we can expect else from the game as well, and that is pretty cool. And I do hope that they keep it down so we can just find it out in the game. That would be amazing. We don't need everything revealed. Like, this is good enough. And please, let there be more new Pokemons, like a lot of them. We need a lot of new Pokemons. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news we got for today for Sword and Shield, which, I mean, it's pretty good. Like, I like these news. They were pretty okay, these news. I'm fine with them. I like the items. They seem pretty good. I like the whole new having a different building where you can access to do online battling, and maybe that will be pretty good with the ranked no legends. That does have its potential. The new abilities are all amazing. Love it as well. So can't really say anything bad about this update. That was actually all really good. So yeah, let's just hope that multi-battles are still a thing on the other way of connecting through the PSS thing. So we just have to wait and see what other news we're gonna get that hopefully are not that big spoilers. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the news. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What did you like? What did you not like? What do you expect? Like, let me know in the comments. Let's talk in the comments about all these news. And if you have enjoyed this, you already know what to do. Fire punch like button down below, as always. And I will catch you all on the next one. And until then, everyone, as always, you already know, stay beast. See ya!